So in WarThunder, sometimes Gaijin gives us updates to the game which are kind of designed to fix problems that already exist within the game. For example, with the update of Drone Age, which came around September of 2022, we had the addition of attack drones, which are basically designed to give people who do not have cast elements at the top tier of WarThunder the ability to call in some sort of cast that's like equivalent to like a very basic helicopter, which has like 2 ATGMs. Now the problem with this is that it's really not a problem past like 10.3 BR, because majority of the time you have SAMs that can actually touch these drones, and since they spawn about 10 kilometers away now, basically the ADATs, the Tunguska, the Roland, all these vehicles can easily take out drones whenever it comes to WarThunder. But the problem lies within the 8.7 to 9.7 bracket, where basically nothing can touch these drones at their 10 kilometer range, or even 8 kilometers where they can finally fire off the missiles. The only thing that can really touch them is like the 2S38, which is a premium, the BMP-2M, which is a squadron vehicle, and a little bit of other vehicles that can touch them. But the problem about it is that you basically don't have majority of the nations having a way to counter drones effectively. The problem about it is that you can take out a plane, you can go try to shoot them down. The problem is spotting them. But then also, by the time you took out your plane and you've had to risk about like 1,000 spawn points to be able to go take them out, they're already shot off all their missiles, they probably jade out, they probably either left the game or maybe spawned back in as a tank. And now you've just risked your spawn points while they're basically going into their next game or doing something else. Because the sad fact about drones is majority of people use them as revenge killers, because basically you didn't have to like risk anything whenever it comes to your, BR, whenever it comes to like repair costs or anything like that. You basically could just get 2 free easy kills, which gave you RP into your planes, which was pretty cool in my opinion, but executed poorly. Now the problem about it is that I don't really like things within WarThunder that have 0 counter to them. Drones are basically 0 counter. I mean, some of the helicopters around that BR as well basically do not have 0 counter whenever it comes to that, because they can outrange majority of the SPA, and I feel like that's a huge problem. Like a lot of these SPA around that battle rating are IR guided, which makes it extremely hard to even lock onto a helicopter or drone, and they're basically useless whenever it comes to that. Majority of the time, it's better off just to take the gun SPA, because at least then you can shoot at tanks and the odd flying aircraft that comes over you once in a while, or the helicopter. But it's a huge problem within WarThunder that I don't think a lot of people are talking about whenever it comes to the game, and hopefully it can be fixed in some sort of fashion. I have some ideas about how I would fix it, but the problem about it is some of them require just removing drones in general, because I don't think that they can work at that battle rating of 9.7 to about 10.0. If you're seeing them in 8.7 matches, it is extremely rough. And I think the solution to a lot of these problems is just up the drone BR to 10.3, where at least then they would be forced to see SPA. They can actually touch them with SAMs. Now, then you create another problem, because majority of the premiums within WarThunder are around that battle rating of 8.7 to 9.7, which for a majority of the time are people who just buy 1 premium and 1 def leave. So you're kind of like defeating the purpose of why drones were added in the first place, of trying to give people something else to spawn into. Now the solution, I at least believe, should be that we should just give them a plane. Give them a A4E, which can, have 2 bullpup missiles, and that comes into the match and you're able to, kill some stuff with it. Now, the problem with it is that it should never be as powerful as the, planes, because that would literally be no point in adding this, because if it was more powerful than the planes around that BR, then it'd be like 0 point, right? But I think that'd be like a cool idea, like just have like a MiG-15 BIS for Russia, come in with the S-24s or whatever. Even you could do the Yak-38 with the missiles or whatever. But I feel like that's a way better solution. At least then the IR guided SAMs can actually do something. The gun SPA can also do something as well. And you're having a counter which actually works. And if you want to keep drones just because you've already spent all the time for them within the game, just put them at 10.3 plus. Just let them get owned. I mean, that's basically all they have to do at those BRs anyway. But yeah, I don't know. Drones are very annoying. They've been something that I've at least been experiencing very negatively within the past like week or so, playing at around the 8.7 bracket, trying to get the Strela. And actually I got the Strela and it felt very bad not being able to lock pretty much anything, because that thing is just so garbage. And people who complained about it going down in BR to 9.0, just unlock it and play it. Good luck trying to spot drones. Good luck even trying to lock helicopters, because that thing barely can lock airplanes whenever it comes to WarThunder. So yeah, this is my little episode of just complaining about the game. Hopefully Gaijin can fix it, and hopefully we can have drones in a better state within the game. So hope everyone has a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys in the next WarThunder video.